Hi, everybody. Dan Ullman, Matt Bernier, the DRF.com Formulator Race of the Day for Friday, July the 14th. Race number 6 at Woodbine. We're going 6 furlongs on the Tapeta surface. Stakes action at Woodbine. It's the Ontario Jockey Club Stakes for 3-year-olds. Let's take a peek at this field. And remember, head on over to the Race of the Day event page on DRF.com. Download your free Formulator past performances and handicap along with us as we take this field in post-position order. Matt, the number 1 is Undulated, who sold for $625,000 as a 2-year-old in training, seemingly off form recently on turf, but he's now with Mark Cassie, and he's getting back to a surface we know he likes.
You're just going to have to hope that Cassie can turn this horse's form around, because it's not that I don't think he's going to get a setup in here. He's going to come from out of the clouds, and I think there is some pace signed on. It's just his recent form leaves a lot to be desired. Again, you've got to have a lot of faith in Cassie that he can turn this horse around in a hurry.
He won the Swinford at Woodbine last year sprinting, but he was also the recipient of just blazing fast pace. And while the pace I think will be solid in here, maybe it won't be that fast. I wouldn't be surprised if Undulated's run off his feet a bit in the early portion, turning back to 6 furlongs. The number 2 is Looking for Purse Money for trainer John Ross. Let's take a look at a positive formulator fact for this barn. Past 4 years, 3-year-olds moving from turf to synthetic, 30%, big ROI. This is a consistent horse that needs a little bit of pace, but I don't think it'll be coming completely from the clouds.
No, I agree with that. I think he's going to get the pace that he needs to run at. He's been in good form this year, I think better than maybe it looks on paper. He won the Woodstock against a couple of common opponents in here. The run 2 back, the horse that won walked on the front end, and this horse really had no chance coming from off of it. And the most recent start on turf, he made a bit of a move. He flattened out, and he was wider than wide. Note, he's broken from the far outside in all 3 of his starts as a 3-year-old. I think this horse is very interesting in here.
3-time stakes winner, sprinting on a synthetic surface. He is very, very solid. And you've got that formulator fact in your hip pocket. It's 6-1 on the morning line. The number 3 is Mill Road, who ran away and hid from a bunch of maidens on June the 25th. That race really caught your eye. Yeah. This horse became a horse to watch for you on our Out of the Gate program.
Yeah, I mean, visually, this checked all the boxes. Now, you've got to keep in mind, he set a very rated pace early on, and it was the sort of opposite of what happened in the career debut, where he broke a little bit slow, had to be used early on, got hooked up in a duel, paid the price, faded down the lane. The problem I have now with this horse in this spot, I think there's a lot of ability. I think there is too much other speed in here, particularly. It's all drawn to the outside. They have no choice but to go.
That was my problem with him as well. I think this horse is very talented. I think that 93 Beyer speed figure speaks for itself. But I think not only will he be stepping up in class against tougher horses, but this is going to be a much tougher pace than he faced in his most recent impressive win. Let's see what the Timeform US folks have to say. Mill Road should be up close to the pace, and as you see, it won't be easy. A horse like Martin River, the 7, Uncle B, the 6, has showed some speed. I think Cadillac's the 5 is a sneaky fast horse in here. Mill Road, this is sort of an acid test for him.
Boy, there's a lot of things being thrown at this horse in a short amount of time, and you would like to think that if he can get through all of this, put away the other pace pressure, go on, get the job done against graded, or against stakes company anyway, the sky is the limit for this horse.
This pace scenario might work out perfectly for the number 4, Circle of Friends, your morning line favorite at 8-5, and he deserves to be the morning line favorite in this race. He has won his last 3 races. His Beyer speed figures have improved with each and every start, and he should get a good pace. My issue with Circle of Friends is this. I thought he had a really nice trip last time out on June the 3rd. Stalking in mid-pack, I thought he would blow this thing open, turning into the stretch. And he had to work very, very hard. And I wonder if he was trying to hang a little bit. Maybe 6.5 a bit far. But at a short price, it's enough to put in the back of my mind that maybe I could try to beat him.
Yeah, he's just the kind of horse that I won't be surprised if he runs well.
He's the horse to beat.
Yeah, but at a short number, there's a couple things. Again, you know, we talk about the class hike from Mill Road just because he's facing winners for the first time. Circle of Friends is facing the toughest company that he'll ever face. But it's worth noting, the 5th place finisher, Icarian Road, in that most recent start, came back to win next out with a 92. And then you look 2 starts back. The horse that this one beat came back to win next out with an 81. So he's been keeping some decent enough company. He's just at a shortish price. I picked him second. Not going to be surprised if he runs well.
Cadillac's the number 5, has won 2 out of his last 3 races. He took the Bold Ruckus Stakes last time out over the turf course, but he is certainly capable on synth. He is fast. I think it's worth noting that he was able to sit a little bit last time out, but he wants to be forward.
Yeah, I suppose there's a scenario where if you think he can sit off of the likes of a Mill Road and a Martin River and maybe even an Uncle B, maybe he's the one that works out the best trip in here. I question overall if he's quite as good here. I know he's 2 for 6 on the synth, but that run on the turf, I thought that was probably his best effort to date. I don't love the way this race sets up.
I'm interested in your thoughts on Uncle B, the beaten favorite in the Woodstock on April the 22nd when outfinished by Looking for Purse Money. Both of his lifetime wins have come when he's either outright on the lead or head for the lead. Last time out in the Woodstock, they tried something else, and that was sitting a comfortable trip off of horses. Is he the same horse rating? Because I really think that's what has to happen again.
Yeah, boy, it's really kind of a tough question because, like you said, the only 2 times he's won, he's been outright on the lead. I can't envision him making the front here, and I think if he does, he's going too quick, and that's going to end up cooking his goose toward the end. I don't know, maybe he's not as sitting, but I thought it was a fine enough effort. I didn't think he got disgraced by any stretch. And when you consider he was close enough to hot-ish fractions when the rest of the horses made their move from the back of the pack, including Looking for Purse Money, I think you can look at that and say he ran the best race that day. I won't be surprised if we get a good effort.
Martin River, the 7, completes this lineup. A winner last time out against optional claiming foes. The runner-up came back to win, but albeit for a $20,000 non-winner of 2 life tag with a 75 Beyer speed figure. Martin River is fast, but he faces other speed and he steps up in class. 20-1 on the line.
You know, I've always liked this horse. I really thought 2 back he would get the trip he got most recently, which was you gotta go with him. He's a need the lead type. He's one I don't think he can win. He can make life miserable for Mill Road.
Let's take a look at our top selections. For Friday's race of the day, the Ontario Jockey Club. Matt thinks this pace is going to be real hot. It sets up nicely for the 2, Looking for Purse Money, and I think you're getting a square price on the line, 6-1.
6-1, I would take that. I made him 9-2 in here.
I'm going to go with the 6, Uncle B, hoping for a similar trip as last time, hoping that he tracks the number 3 and the number 5, 2 pace sources. I'm hoping Uncle B sits 3rd. Maybe he tries to get the jump on these horses, turning into the stretch, and then has got to hold off some strong closers. 2, 4, 3, 6 for Matt, 6, 3, 4, and 5 for me in the $100,000 Ontario Jockey Club. If you are betting the Woodbine Friday card from home, please consider DRF bets, because if you sign up right now at drf.com/take10, you're going to get a 10% win place takeout on 10 tracks all summer long, plus a $300 cash bonus. That's drf.com/take10. Approximate post time for race number 6 at Woodbine on Friday, 6:26 Eastern. Good luck.